Sure does smell good. We're gonna have to stir this pretty much constantly just to keep it from burning to the bottom here, especially since those were frozen. Round 2. Order up. The feels like temperature is 6 degrees Fahrenheit. It is freezing outside. We need to go to Hobo Freight to buy a new tow strap because we got a mess of snow.
Access denied.
Harbor Freight is closed. Looks like we're going to do this without a tow strap. We still have quite a bit of other recovery gear, so I'm not overly worried about it. Yes, people, we are back. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is and whatever part of the world that you're watching this in. Welcome back to the Old Southern Pine. It is a blustery 20 degrees outside. We just had a really good snowfall just the other day. So, of course, we thought it'd be a perfect time to come truck camping. Per usual, we're running a little low on daylight, so we're gonna get the truck set up. Easy, easy. You have your blanket right there. So we're gonna get camp set up here quick. We sure are glad you're back here with us. Door froze shut. There. Watch out, baby. There you go. It is absolutely freezing out. Your pro tip for the day, you can use craft tongue dispensers, popsicle sticks, whatever. You can go to the craft section from pretty much any department store, buy a whole bag of these for a couple bucks. They lock the reflectix into place so that it's not falling down on you in the middle of the night. Works perfectly. In wintry conditions like this, always keep your window wipers up, keeps them from freezing to the glass. Look how well those Blackout reflectix work. Lovely Bride just put black duct tape on the back of the reflectix. I've got every light in the vehicle on inside of there. Now granted, it's still a little daylight outside of here, but you can't tell that anybody would be in there. Not that we're really trying to stay hidden out here. We're in the absolute middle of nowhere. This is a spot we've been to many times before. And the beauty of it is, we have never seen another two-legged soul here. Look how pretty all that snow is. It's our first real snow of the year. All right, well, that's camp set up. We're gonna take whatever little bit of daylight we got left, let Fiona go for a run, get her wiggles out, and just work your little fingers into my beard. She's the handsiest dog I've ever seen. Constantly uses her hands to communicate. Several of you have asked why we don't get her boots. One, have you seen the size of her feet? Her paws are literally the size of the pad of my thumb. We haven't found any that fit her. What we have found that does work is a product called Musher's Secret. They're not sponsoring the channel, they just make some good stuff. Longtime viewers have probably seen us use this before. And what you do is you just get a glob of it. It's got about the consistency of like chapstick. You just want enough to be able to cover your thumbnail. And you just take it and you work it into your gloves, apparently. Just work it around on the pads of their feet, in between their little toes. And that'll keep it from freezing up. It's completely non-toxic. So even if they lick their feet, it's not gonna hurt anything. Really, really good stuff. Come on, sweetie. Go up your feet here. All right, go play. Come on, baby, this way. Yes, she is under my hoodie. She was wet and cold and shivering. If you said that she is spoiled, or that I am a sap, you're not wrong on either account. You want a chewy? There you go, baby. Not sure if you guys can hear it or not, but we've got the truck running for just a few minutes just to get some heat going in here, help us dry out a little bit. She came back from our walk pretty soaked, so we've got her jacket up, hanging up, drying out. She's tucked into the folds of the blanket here in the sleeping bag. And with that, I think that it is time to get some supper going. So tonight on the menu, we've got balsamic chicken with roasted Brussels sprouts and sweet potatoes. And we are going to be cooking it in our Stoke Voltaics Jewel with our Oseriz 600 power bank. All right. See if I can do this without spilling it all over the truck. All right, we might have to cook half of this now, half of it in a little bit. All right, set this to eat. Mash the button. Watch the wattage go up. Sure does smell good. We're gonna have to stir this pretty much constantly just to keep it from burning to the bottom here, especially since those were frozen. I think that's likely gonna do it. Let's do a quick taste test just to make sure that some of these bigger Brussels sprouts aren't frozen solid. Give one of these a shot. That was hot all the way through, so that's the best I can ask for. I'm actually really pleased with how this Stoke Voltaics Jewel heated this up. With the power bank there, we only used, well, we used about 10% of the battery. If you guys wouldn't mind, please push the like, subscribe. There's a button on there, especially if you're watching from a mobile device. On the first 7 days that a video has been released, you can click the hype button. Again, from a mobile device. If you guys would, please do that. It really means a lot to us. We're going to dive into this, see how this turned out. I genuinely love Brussels sprouts. Let's try about a sweet potato. I have to say, that's a lot better than I thought it was going to be. We'll definitely be cooking the rest of that up here in a little bit. All right, you guys, I can't complain about that at all. We're going to tuck into this. We'll catch up with you guys shortly. Round 2. Order up. get some water in here for some tea. That'll do. Fingers are already starting to go numb. There we go. That's the night lamp set up. Let's get back in the truck. It is freezing out here. There's my little girl. Hi, sweetie. All right, little one. Yeah, can I come in here with you? Good girl. Yeah, running through all those woods sure will make you sleepy. You're a good girl. I just checked the weather. It is 18 degrees Fahrenheit, but the feels like temperature is 6 degrees Fahrenheit. It is freezing outside. But we've got hot tea in our Silver Ant travel mug. We've got the truck running just to warm things up a little bit in here. It is mighty, mighty cold outside. I've got down-filled booties on, and we've got a movie going. I sure hope that wherever you are and whatever you're doing, that you are having just as much fun as we are. And with that, we're going to enjoy the rest of this evening and get what I am certain is going to be a fantastic night of sleep. So unless anything else exciting happens, we'll see you guys first thing in the morning. Good night. That was rude. Good morning, everybody. We had an absolutely... God, it's so bright. We had an absolutely amazing night of sleep. Yeah, that was fantastic. It is bitterly cold. We stayed perfectly warm. This is a minus 25 Fahrenheit sleeping bag. So obviously just kept the hood up just to kind of keep my ears warm. And Fiona is underneath here, and she has not moved the entire night. Fiona crawled up on top of my chest just a little bit ago. Calf considered getting up and then immediately burrowed herself back down underneath the blanket. So she's not ready to get up either. It is really nice and cozy in here. Well, it's really nice and cozy underneath the sleeping bag. Give us a few minutes. Excuse me. Give us a few minutes to wake up, and we'll go see what we can do about breakfast. Yeah. All right, you guys. Well, we got the Reflectix torn down. We've got the truck warming up here. We were just curled up here in the back, just waiting for everything to kind of just warm back up. By the time that we got done tearing the Reflectix down and getting everything starting to warm up, my hands were frozen. It's even in my wool gloves. And Fee was definitely at that point where she had reached the, I don't want to do any more, please hold me. I think we are going to end up just having a granola bar, some orange juice here for breakfast, because we are going to get on to our next adventure. We are out here for 2 nights, so be sure to tune in next week for a really special hot tenting episode. We're pretty excited about this one, so we're going to get warmed up, and then we're going to get on to setting that up. If you've watched this long, I truly want to thank you. It really does mean a lot. Please consider liking, subscribing, commenting down below. If you're watching from a mobile device within the first 7 days of this video going up, please click the hype button. It's one more thing that YouTube is asking us to have you guys do. It supposedly really helps the channel, and we really do appreciate it. I think we're going to go ahead and end the episode here. I sure hope you guys have enjoyed backseat truck camping in these wonderful snowy woods as much as we have. And until we meet again under the old southern pine, stay safe. God bless.